Wake up, nerds.
Oh, Merlin's beard! Why are you in uniform? It's Sunday and it's really early.
George Weasley is expanding Weasley Wizard Wheezes and he needs our help. Also, it's my favourite joke shop. He's got me out of a lot of class before, so we need to do a good job at this.
I can agree with that. But we're still students and we can't use magic outside of school. How are we going to help him?
Fools!
Oh, where did you come from? Ugh.
We can use the knowledge that we learned in our leadership class. Honestly, this is what the information is for. Why not apply it? Also, the other houses are doing this assignment as well, so we might as well use our Ravenclaw intellect and try to beat those Stinbags, eh?
I have all the leadership styles you need.
Based off of this, I really think it's important for us to focus on the vision that the leader will have. We need to make sure that their followers are lined up with them, and we can get it all done according to the plan that the leader has put through, along with having similar values that make sure that the team plays on the same field.
The culture of the joke shop is very specific. Without that vision, the whole thing will be skewed, so we really need that.
Plus, communication and behavior are very important. If you don't have good communication, then of course the place is going to fall apart. And your behavior has to fall in line with the behavior of others who are working there. Otherwise, the joke shop is going to look like a joke itself.
Last but not least, transformational leaders need to create followers into leaders. It's very important that the environment is an adaptive area so followers can grow and transform.
So, Ginny, what style of leadership do you think you replicate the best?
Personally, I think that I replicate transformational the best, because I really want to work towards a common vision with my people, and I was able to do that with Dumbledore's army.
So do you think that justifies you being able to work well in groups?
Absolutely, especially after the Quidditch team. I had to do my best to make sure everyone had what they needed to get where they wanted to be.
And our final question is, what prank would you pull on George if you could get away with any prank?
I would drink a Polyjuice potion and pretend to be Fred.
Another leadership style that could be important to look for is authentic leadership, because the person has to be passionate for their purpose. Okay, for the joke shop, if you're not passionate about pranks and jokes, then therefore you're not going to be able to be very successful in that job. That also goes aligned with practicing their values, as said in transformational leadership.
Authentic leaders need to have very high self-awareness. To be self-aware means to know who you are, for example, to have high emotional intelligence in different scenarios.
They also need to be transparent. That creates a good environment between employees and managers. Without that, there might not be the same trust that is needed.
That's a good point, but we can't forget that you have to be able to help others succeed in order to be a proper, authentic leader.
Luna, what is your style of leadership?
I like to think my style of leadership is authentic. As most people know, I grew up without my mom and she died right in front of me. It kind of makes me who I am today. I had to adapt and overcome that thing to be able to carry on with my life. It's a big style of who I am.
Well, thank you for that, Luna. Next question is about Dumbledore's army. We've heard that you were a big part of that. Can you tell us what you did?
I honestly like to think I was the change catalyst that got us started. No one believed Harry into wanting to follow him until I said that he knows how to do the Patronus charm. And that's what get it all started in the begin with.
That's a good point,
And our final question is, if you could play a prank, what would it be and who would it be on?
Honestly, I'd like to take the Nargles shoes for once, from all the shoes that they've taken from me.
Yeah.
No idea.
Thank you, Luna.
Nargles.
Our final and probably the most important leadership style is collaborative leadership. Fred and George were collaborative leaders, and they exemplified a lot of the traits that a collaborative leader has, such as the change catalyst. Throughout their time at Hogwarts, they were change catalysts.
You must be able to focus on what's best for your group, as well as relating to diverse groups and individuals, so you have to be able to take a wide net when you're pulling in as much information as you can to make sure that your team works as efficiently as possible.
They nurture new leaders because within the group, the situation can change depending on opinion, and they focus on others more than themselves.
The best thing about collaborative leadership is that they find real solutions to real problems. The fact that these are group leadership positions, it gives opportunity for other people to give their opinions and be able to give different solutions for the problem, to be able to come down and define a solid solution together.
Miss Granger, thank you so much for coming. Please sit down.
Actually, it's Miss Weasley now.
Well, congratulations. We'll start quickly then. We want to know your leadership style.
I believe I'm a collaborative leader. In my first year of Hogwarts, Harry, Ron and I, we all used our strengths collaboratively to get to the Philosopher's Stone before Quirrell and Voldemort. And I think it was also replicated when we were looking for the Horcruxes to defeat Voldemort.
Brilliant. Yes, thank you.
Very nice. Now, I want to know, what would you think your strengths would be as a branch manager at Weasley Wizard Wheezes?
Are you kidding me? I've been managing Weasleys since my first year of Hogwarts, well, one in particular anyway. I also think that I am very good at questioning authority when the authority figures are being immoral. For example, when Umbridge had her reign of terror over Hogwarts, I encouraged Harry to set up the DA, which was explicitly against her wishes.
Absolutely. So, with that being said, could you tell us how you would keep the spirit of Fred and George alive in your management position?
Well, if it's their positive chaos, I think I can be very chaotic. In my 5th year, I led Umbridge into the Forbidden Forest and just left her to the Centaurs. And then if it's their compassion, I think I'm far more compassionate than some of the others I know. And I have a larger emotional range than a teaspoon.
That's very fair. Well, I think that will conclude it. Thank you so much, Miss Granger.
Weasley.
Mr. Hagrid, it's lovely to have you. Please sit down.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
All right, I'll start with the questions. How do you lead?
I lead by being a courageous follower. Under Dumbledore's instructions during the recent wars, I went and talked to the Giants to try and convince them to join Dumbledore's army. I've always been there for Dumbledore. I've been his right-man hand, so to say.
Absolutely fantastic. So what would you say qualifies you for this position?
I've been the groundkeeper and a teacher at Hogwarts for I don't even know how many years at this point.
Neither do we.
I'm very loyal. I've always kept a very close eye on Harry since he was a baby. Since the first time we defeated you-know-who. And, recently when we all had to disguise ourselves using the Polyjuice Potion to move him from his house to the Burrows, I thought it was only necessary since I dropped him off that I'd be the one to take him away.
That's very noble of you.
Hey, what's that on your arm?
Nothing, shut up. I'm Draco Malfoy and this is my interview. Ask me questions.
You do realize that this job is, you got to work with others, right?
What kind of others?
Well, we're looking at placing you with Hagrid.
Ew.
Alright, so you want to put Hermione and Hagrid at a turn straight.
Yes, she's collaborative and he's a courageous follower. Together I think they'd make a really good team at the old boys school, especially because she already has a connection with Crumb and everyone there loves Crumb.
Okay, so then that leaves Ginny and Luna to go to Ghost.
Yes, transformational and authentic, two great female leaders together. They would be able to insert themselves into the community because she's sister-in-laws with Fleur and everybody loves Fleur, so why wouldn't we?
Alright, perfect. Then we have it.
And I'm a Weasley!